Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Time to take a look at some of the stocks that are on the move today. We are joined by Bloomberg's Kriti Gupta to take a look at chips this morning.
Let's do it. Good morning. We are seeing a giant bounce when it comes to the chip sector. Got so excited there. Got a little too excited there. And I think that's what everyone's kind of reaction function is right now, is that be cautious of this bounce. I'll give you the bull and the bear case and some of these tickers. Let's start with the tickers. Intel is soaring this morning. INTC, one of your biggest heavy volume movers to the upside, higher by 4.4%, trading at just shy of $21 a share. Micron right on its heels, higher by about 4.3%, trading at $72 a share. And it's not alone. A lot of those chip-exposed companies are rallying as well. So Dell is at the top of this list. DELL, higher by 4.8%. As of course, this tariff exemption includes consumer electronics. So Dell's poised to benefit from that, as is Apple, by the way. It was higher over 6% earlier in the pre-market session. Now higher by only 4.5%. I say only with a giant grain of salt, trading at $207 a share. AAPL is your ticker. There are a couple of reasons for all of this, though. Yes, a tariff exemption has come and has been kind of digested through this market. The bull case here being that nothing could possibly be as bad as the 145% effective rate that was being applied to some of these tech stocks. So anything lower than that increases the likelihood of some of these companies to be able to kind of digest it and price it in. It is, of course, going to create some sort of pain in the stock market, but perhaps not as badly. And just a fun fact there, John, that the iPhone profit margins are at 43%. So the lower this tariff rate means the more likelihood that Apple can actually survive this, price it accordingly, and come out less scathed than before. At least that's the bull case. The kind of bear case is simply that this is not peak uncertainty. It is going to get worse, and therefore people reversing some of the losses that you've seen. So those are your tech names that have been moving this market. I want to bring to your attention one of the kind of main, or one of the only, I should say, downside movers this morning, and that's Pfizer. PFE is your ticker this morning. It looks like they're pulling the plug on their obesity drug, a weight loss drug. They're citing safety concerns as well. And so you did see a pretty decent move earlier in the session to that tune. PFE is your ticker. Shares were down almost 2%. Looks like they paired some of those losses, now up by 1.2% in line with the broader market rally. But again, keep an eye on this because the stock is moving around quite a bit. I'll give you one more downside mover if I can, just to keep a healthy amount of doom and gloom. And those are Comcast shares. This coming off of a Wells Fargo cut, now cutting the stock to an underweight, a price target of $31 a share. It's currently trading at $33 a share, down about 1.4%. CMCSA is your ticker.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.